Welcome back to another episode of Rodeo Misfits podcast, brought to you by Cowpuncher Coffee. Be sure to check out Cowpuncher Coffee at www.cowpunchercoffee.com. And be sure to follow Rodeo Misfits podcast on Facebook and on TikTok, and all of your favorite podcast streaming platforms. Now, let's send it on down to the studio to your host, rodeo entertainer Dennis Lester, and rodeo announcer Ethan Reenstra. Welcome in, everybody, all 11 viewers that are here tonight, 13 viewers that are here tonight with us here on Rodeo Misfits podcast. You guys, please forgive us if something is to happen. This is our first time doing a live on Facebook. The ones that probably haven't joined us before, I'm going to introduce myself, and then when Dennis gets back, we'll introduce him as well. My name is Ethan Reenstra. I come out of the northwest part of Minnesota. I am a rodeo announcer, pro rodeo music director. I spend most of my summer months on the road traveling. I've been doing it for about 10 years now, altogether, from announcing to music directing. I travel from the UP of Michigan to the western side of North Dakota, to the southwest corner of South Dakota, down into Iowa, and everywhere in between. Dennis Lester, the guy that's supposed to be in the chair next to me that's not there, he lives in Missouri. He is a rodeo entertainer, a rodeo clown. He's been doing that for several years too. That runs in his family as well. So, 15
Martin,
people in here.
what's up, buddy?
Awesome.
Well,
Normally we host this live recording on TikTok on the app. So usually we have music playing beforehand and all that stuff, but we haven't quite figured that out yet, how to get all that done. So we'll get that figured out one day. We'll become, as they call, bougie in the streaming world, I guess. I don't know where Dennis went.
I'm gonna be I'll be listening to a bunch of podcasts leaving out Saturday.
Oh, I suppose. How long of a drive is that for you out there?
It's 17 and a half hours.
Oh, ain't too bad.
No, I'll drive. I'm gonna leave here about 7 o'clock. Actually, I'm gonna leave here about 6. I gotta drop my boy off, and then I gotta shoe a couple horses in El Reno area, trim a few, and then I'll get on the road by 10 o'clock probably.
Oh, there you go.
So,
there you go.
I'll travel for about 10 hours, get out there, Arizona somewhere, and then crash out for the night. I can't get in my room till 4 o'clock Sunday, but
oh yeah, I suppose
if I get to I'll go straight to the South Point and start hanging out at the South Point, seeing everybody at South Point.
Yeah,
and then because that's where everybody. Well, when are you coming in?
I'm not coming down there.
What?
No.
Why?
Ain't got the time to.
Too busy.
Yeah. So, well, looks like everybody's here, so we'll give the official welcome at 7:03 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to live recording episode 14 of the Rodeo Misfits podcast. You can find us on all your major streaming platforms once tonight's recording has been uploaded. You can find us here on Facebook as well as TikTok and on YouTube. Normally we start out with well, if you've ever listened to our podcast, Dennis and I don't take stuff very seriously a lot. We like to joke around in nature. That's why we kind of started this deal. It's kind of have fun doing it, you know. If you're serious at everything in life, you just won't have no fun. Tonight, we're going to start tonight's episode a little bit differently. I'm going to try making it through this without crying. When I typed this up last night, I had tears shedding from my eyes, and we'll go from there. We're going to start off with, I'm going to paint you guys a picture of a family from southeast North Dakota. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about the generations of that family in today's world. Weston Gregor, Delamere, North Dakota, was the true definition of a cowboy. Eugene and his wife, Rosemary, started Pine Hill Ranch and raised 5 children. He farmed the land, raised cattle, and held other jobs to help support his family throughout life. Eugene was a big supporter of the Western way of life. He could be found at pretty much darn near every rodeo that was in the area, as well as hosting numerous trail rides throughout the Sandhills, which would eventually lead to his pride in hosting the St. Jude's Children's Hospital trail ride with his wife. Eugene took joy in hosting this trail ride where many strangers became friends, friends became family, and family for life. Eugene made his final trail ride on the greatest trail of them all, November 9th, 2015, when he succumbed to his illness. Oh, we lost Daymon. Fast forward to Tuesday, October 28th of 2025. The day that would change the life for Eugene's. Hold on, we're trying to get Daymon back in here. It would change the life for Eugene's grandson, Ty, and his wife, Julie Gregor, and their family. Their son, Weston, who was only a few months old, was rushed to the ER in Fargo. He was from there transferred from the Essentia NICU to the Sanford PICU, where he was diagnosed with heart failure. On October 29th, Weston was life flighted to the Minnesota University Children's Hospital. The young cowboy since that day has faced many tests since his arrival, and they found out his left ventricle of his heart is much larger than that should be. It's causing his heart to not beat properly, which in turn affects his other organs. Weston has had many ups and downs in this last month while being hospitalized. The information I pulled for this is right off their supportnow.org page that is updated by their family. I will post that link to our Facebook page after tonight's episode. November 5th, Weston was officially put on the transplant list with UNOS as a status 1, which is the highest level you can be on the transplant list. On November 12th of this year, Weston had his first heart surgery to place his Berlin heart pump. As days go on, Weston has his days of ups and many downs. There has been an online fund set up, which I just mentioned, for the family on supportnow.org. Like I said, the link will be posted to our page and will be pinned to the top of the Rodeo Misfits podcast page. Dennis and I and our family here at Rodeo Misfits, we take great pride in helping people out, whether we don't know them or not. In the rodeo world, the Western way of life, everybody's family. Whether you do trail rides, you rodeo, if you're a team roper, if you're an announcer, if you're a stock contractor, if you're a funny man, whatever, your family. So we ask that if you can help support the family, whether it be $5 or $1,000, that's great. If not, we ask everybody pray every day for till Weston and his family either have a miracle or a heart is found for him. I do want to say thanks to James Pranti out of North Dakota. He is the one who brought this story to us. And when he asked me about it, he asked for some other stuff as well. And without missing the beat, me and Dennis were on board of helping push this story out, helping his family out. I believe, if I remember right, James had told us that they are looking at doing a benefit of some sort sometime, which I believe will be in North Dakota when it happens. Dennis and I are working with people that we know within the rodeo world, the pro rodeo, to get some pretty cool stuff lined up for a benefit if they do have it, to donate to either the silent auction or an auction, stuff like that. So you'll definitely see stuff from Rodeo Misfits podcast there, and then some other stuff we don't want to say what it is until we get secured on it. So we continue to pray for Weston and his family, and that God lays his healing hand on the young cowboy. And we pray that the doctors, when the time does come and they do find a heart for this young man, that the doctors are able to do their job diligently and quick and safely. And that when it is all said and done, Weston makes a full 110% recovery, and he lives a long and prosperous life, and continue the generation of the Gregor family and what is in store for him and their genes. So, like I said, we'll post that link for the supportnow.com on our Facebook page. It will be posted live. And then we'll continue to update you guys when we get updates on this young cowboy, and we'll continue to pray for him and stuff. Oh, Kylie, you're more. No thanks is needed. We're humans. This is what humans do for the humans and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's sad, but he's at the University of Minnesota Children's Hospital, where some of the best doctors are in the world. So I think God has a good plan for the cowboy, and he'll pull through 125%, and he will be back with his family on the ranch, raising cattle and doing the things that North Dakota kids do when they grow up. So, yeah. If you go to the Support Now website, once I get the link posted, you can read the daily updates. Kylie's on there updating stuff. That's why I pulled her information. So I mean, what else do you do?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And see, Damon's still trying to get added back in. So, but yeah, we continue to pray for that family and that young cowboy. Okay, well,
Hey, if it dies, I'm gonna jump on my iPad. Nope.
okay, you're good. So tonight's when things go wrong and technical difficulties in the Western way of life and in the industry of rodeo, we try to have a backup to the backup. But I heard a new saying the other day on TV that if Plan A don't work out, what do? You go to Plan B.
Yeah.
But if Plan B don't work out, what do? You cancel Plan A and Plan B and pray to like hell.
I thought that was going somewhere else, but
No. So tonight, as it was been advertised, we're hosting the roundtable. Tonight's roundtable is brought to you by Cowpuncher Coffee out of Texas. That is our presenting sponsor of the Rodeo Misfits podcast here in America. And I only say that because we have viewers that are overseas. We have a good majority of our viewers that watch overseas. So I introduced myself. I introduced Dennis. The gentleman below me, he comes from the state of Texas, the southern Texas. We call him the Southern Cowboy. Him and his family raise beef cattle as well as bucking bulls. They run an on-ranch processing center where they sell ranch-raised beef. He is a brand new daddy. He's married. He lives on the same place as his mom and dad. It's a family generation ran ranch. And we brought him on as guest number one. That's Mr. Garrett. And then our guest number two, well, he is something else. I'll tell you that. He is from the state of Oklahoma. He is a pro rodeo announcer as well as a farrier for horses. And I don't know if I can say it or not. Well, he's been talking about, but he has taken a new day job here in the near future as an assistant production manager.
It'll basically be for a while. It'll be a hand just learning the ropes, and then in the next year and a half, I'll be taking over the Ada Agriplex in Ada, Oklahoma, as the general manager.
yeah.
Perfect. So that is Daymon Winborn. He is a pro rodeo announcer. He is quite the character. He has quite the following on TikTok as well. You'll find out the four of us, we have a big presence on TikTok, as well as our production manager for the podcast, Courtney Callie, down there in the comments. She is based out of the state of Ohio. It was debated on the start time tonight, 7 p.m. We all decided Central Time, so that's God's time.
That's exactly right.
she is east of us on Eastern Time, so we told her she had to get with the game and be on our time. So tonight's episode, I got to pull this back up here now because my computer decided to do whatever on itself. The roundtable discussion, if you guys have watched the news, if you're part of the Western way of life or rodeo lifestyle, if you have horses, or if you're in the industry, ranching industry, you know of the equine herpes outbreak that has hit the United States. I'm going to make it very, very, very clear that this roundtable and the discussion that is had between the four of us or anybody in the comments, this is our personal beliefs, our personal discussion, and our personal opinions. We do not stand with any organization or association or anything like that. We will talk about stuff that has been posted throughout that, and then we will try to denote where that came from. But this is our own personal opinions and our own personal beliefs on this issue. So with that being said, it is time to talk about the equine herpes that has struck America. That was to believe it started in Waco, which, Daymon, you were there.
Okay, so let me, real quick here, guys. Waco was the bus. It wasn't the start. It was the bus. Somebody brought it to Waco. We don't know who brought it to Waco. I think they know who brought it to Waco due to some things that I have heard. But they don't know exactly who it was. All that happened at Waco, guys, when you had 1,800 head of horses, team roping horses, calf roping horses, breakaway horses, and barrel horses. Now, the barrel horse had a bigger bunch of people there. They did have the bigger number of contestants. So the the barrel race has been kind of catching some flack over this deal because we had the larger numbers. But there is across the line, there's been horses on both sides that have passed away and both sides that are sick. So I just wanted to get that out there real fast. It's not necessarily the barrel horses, but there was a larger number and a larger presence.
Well,
Yeah.
it always is.
Yeah, that's that I'm glad you said that, Dennis, because we've talked before on this many times, and you'll hear from a lot of associations and a lot of committees that barrel racing pays for a rodeo. Because you get a barrel racer, you're going to get mom and dad, aunt and uncle, whoever, but there's a lot more of them that'll tend to a rodeo. But so like Daymon said, we're not blaming anybody on who it come from. I've talked to all three of these gentlemen extensively on this subject, and I personally call it the COVID of the equine world. It started somewhere, it got brought somewhere else. Now it's an outbreak, and we're losing events over it. They're either being canceled or postponed. Daymon, you're a horse farrier, so I mean that affects you quietly. Like we talked about there a night ago, where you got to be real careful when you go from place to place, right?
Yeah, and I've actually reduced my numbers. I'm going to maybe 2 barns a day is all I'm going. And most everybody that I shoot for has been home for the last 2 or 3 weeks, even before the big scare and the outbreak. Most of my people have been home. It's that time of year for most of my people to be home. They're not really traveling that hard. It did affect a few of my Prairie Circuit finalists that qualified for the Prairie Circuit finals, but I've had 9 appointments cancel in the last 5 days, because they just don't want nobody around. And I bet I've been asked. I got asked today by a young lady that I'm just going to trim one horse. She's like, "Hey, have you been around anybody that's been sick? I hate to ask." And I'm like, why would I jeopardize your horses when I have my own personal horses to worry about? So,
Right.
and I understand everybody taking care of their own animals. I get it, and I'm glad they're asking, and I'm glad they're being proactive. But I think the biggest thing with this deal, guys, is common sense. If we have a sniffle, we stay home. If we're half-ass sick, we stay home. Well, it's the same thing with our horses. If they're sick, they don't act like they feel good, keep them home. Don't go nowhere. And
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
I about to say, live to tell another day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But the problem with this, and it's just like, we brought up COVID earlier and stuff like that. Problem with
Hey,
this,
Bailey.
there's a 14-day grace period there that it can live on stuff that you don't know if something is sick. And I mean,
No.
you can take it.
That's the deal about Waco. That's the biggest thing. Whatever horse carried it in there wasn't sick. It wasn't showing any signs. It wasn't showing anything going on, but it spread so fast and so rapid. And I think we got to take it into account. They're saying 14 days. I say give it 21 to 30, and just to be safe.
Well, Garrett. Oh, go ahead, Dennis.
That's what I've talked to some people around here and stuff, and that's that's kind of what they're saying is you don't. I mean, it's just not worth it, man. I understand that the finals and everything like that, and they're canceling everything, and it's just like I saw tonight on Facebook that the Springdale Christmas parade's fixing to happen. Springdale has a huge PRCA rodeo up here, and they've asked everybody to not come to the parade. No horses will be at the parade this year, and I don't know. I wish I would have thought about that and I'd have called somebody, but I don't know of a year that they haven't had horses at that parade.
It pretty well went across the board, guys. I mean, all of the parades around here that had horses going through them, they've all asked them not to come. We've had Christmas parade right here up north of my house, and it's been going on 60-something years, and this is the first time ever that they didn't invite horses. Wouldn't let horses be there.
Yeah.
Right. So Garrett, you and I talked there today on the phone pretty
Yes,
extensively
sir.
about this and stuff like that. You guys just got home from a buck and bull for charity. Now, right
Yes,
now,
sir.
right now, it doesn't affect cattle, and we pray,
Yeah.
and we pray it doesn't come to that, But look at COVID. COVID
I just
went from being from humans over to animals be able to catch it.
yeah,
So it
and
can mutate.
everything that's going on right now in the ag industry, it's a little scary moment, um, just for how things are going just in our ag industry, because we're not only just fighting this now. There's something else we've been fighting. And is it going to get across the border? We don't know. When is it going to get here? We don't know. But I mean that right there, it's going to go to horses, it's going to go to cattle, it's going to go to deer, it's going to go to everything. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from what's already happening now,
Yeah.
but there's a bigger thing behind it coming. But if it can happen, out of barrel racing, however it happened, if it was on somebody's hand or something, however, I don't know how it got there, but okay, let's take the bucking bulls, let's take the show cattle, let's take everything in a general, what happens in the ag community, and if they do it to everything, I mean, old man once told me, he said, there'll always be a cowboy if there's a cow, and there'll always be a horse. And that's true. So it's true statement to me. I mean, I really do believe that. So a horse is a big, I guess, kind of a deal to me. Because I love horses. I don't have as many as I used to, but I do have two. And I have two good ones.
Yeah.
But
Garrett, it's kind of like this. I heard this deal the other day. If we don't have a horse, we don't have a Western way of life.
exactly, and no, and he's exactly right. Yellowstone, if you like it or not. If you like it or not, Yellowstone really blew up the ag community for us, or the
Yeah.
Western heritage. Let me say that the Western heritage, they blew it up.
Yeah.
Our boots went up, our cowboy hats went up, and the horses have went up.
Well, think about this. Is the same way with never um, Urban Cowboy came out.
Exactly.
Same thing happened. And I've told Ethan this multiple times. Like him or not, Rocker Steiner is one of the better things that could happen to rodeo, because he brings in a set of people that, maybe doesn't watch rodeo every weekend. But if they see somebody that's got earrings, tattoos, and wild hair, they may watch it now. And that's going to help us, just like you said. Ethan, you have no hair. It's just like you said, Garrett. Like it or not, Yellowstone helped us, but it also hurt some too, because of the things that they done on the show.
Yes, sir.
And people come back and go, "Oh my goodness, that's really how it is." They turned a fighting bull out into a bar and then loaded him up on foot in a trailer.
I'm pretty sure that happened somewhere before.
I have firsthand knowledge of that.
That story got
I
told to
was-
somebody. They said, we're gonna put it in the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to tell that story real quick.
Yeah.
We were in
for it.
Arkansas. We were in Arkansas one night at a rodeo. Rodeo got over with, and we were all hanging out. Now we were up near the Missouri line, is where we were actually at, and I'm not going to mention the stock contractor. He's long since passed away, but he had a bad habit of playing practical jokes. And we were all in the bar having a good time. Nobody was mad. Nobody was upset. All we know was all of a sudden a big bull, I won't say a fighting bull, a big bull, come trotting through the front doors of that place, and that place did he clear out, and they loaded him right back up and went on about their business. But for about 30 minutes, I found out what the backside of the bar looked like. Backside of that bar, I was on the backside of it underneath the bar.
Right.
Just saying.
I will say this, when that part did come out, I said someone in this United States of America did that. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
You know what's happened.
Hey, Daniel,
Hey, I can tell you. Yeah, I can tell you right now, if I told who the stock contractor was, I guarantee you my man up here in the corner would know exactly who I'm talking about.
Was he so Arkansas stock contractor or?
He was an Oklahoma stock contractor, but he done a lot of stuff in Missouri.
I
And he
think
done
I
a
know.
lot of
I'm pretty sure I
lot
know
of
who it
stuff.
was.
So
That'd be a thing for old Bubbles to do, man. Look at old Bubbles to do it.
oh man. Oh. So Garrett, you and I talked about this on the phone. I want your guys' opinion on this. So the disease has to start somewhere, right?
Well, can
Do
I
you
say?
do you guys believe that it was a naturally made disease, or do you believe this could be some kind of biological attack?
Well,
Okay,
can I
go
say
ahead,
something real
Garrett.
quick?
Go ahead, Garrett.
I did find out a couple of years ago in the cutting horse world this came about. I don't know what year it was, but there was some cutting horses, but it was really quiet and it was like just a couple of them. Now, supposedly it was squashed. Nothing really happened about it. We didn't hear nothing about it, and it was gone. I
Okay,
didn't hear
so
that.
guys, here's the deal on this. Every horse has it. Every horse is carrying it. Every horse, I don't care if it's a walking horse, I don't care if it's a cutting horse, I don't care if it's an Arabian, thoroughbred, whatever. They all have this gene. There has been multiple times throughout the United States in the last 25 years, 30 years, that we've had an outbreak. Colorado had an outbreak 4 years ago. Wyoming had an outbreak 4 or 5 years ago. The difference is, guys, the way that this got started. When whatever brought it into Waco, and it made such a big deal, and then they went to the BFA, and there was another 1,500, 2,000 head of horses, and then it went. The problem was it happened so fast, and this is such a different strain that and this is, in my opinion, the vaccine is about a 65% chance of blocking it. You have to have a booster, and I heard this from a vet. I talked to a vet a couple days ago. Just because you give that shot once a year, you have to give a booster. He gives this shot every 4 months for herpes virus. He gives this shot and a booster every 4 months. You know the last time I seen anybody give this shot? I ain't gave it in 25 years.
Yeah,
So I know for a fact there's a ton of us haven't give this vaccine in years.
And it's just like any vaccine in the world, that even whether it be equine, bovine, human, it's made to work, but it's not guaranteed to work either. So that's one thing that people got to keep in mind. Just because of the vaccine for something doesn't mean it's always going to work either.
Did they say the vaccine's name or anything on that?
I didn't ask him. It's a herpes vaccine. I mean, when you go down and you get your vaccines, I mean, that's one of the I believe one of the things that's in that vaccine, the 7-way. I believe. I don't know that for a fact. I don't have the exact name of it.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know the name of it.
It's just like the flu vaccine. You go get a flu shot, doesn't mean that you're going to get 100% of what that flu is going to actually be that year. They're making a guess of, well, this is what we've been seeing, so this is what we're going to give you. You don't know if that's the flu that you're going to get that year, but you got the vaccine. Just because you get, like you were saying, just because you get the vaccine doesn't mean it's going to work. Mutates. It's mutating all the time. These what's the word I'm looking for? Viruses are always mutating. Something may strive in the heat one year, and then the next year it'll be worse in the wintertime when it's real cold.
See, and that's part of what it is, guys. Colorado, Wyoming, them places that had it, it was 30 degrees, 28, 30, 40 degrees. We were 88 degrees at Waco.
Yep.
We were 88 every day we were in Waco, damn near. It was hot. It was a humid, hot sucker down there, and all it did was just amplified and amplified and amplified, and
So
everybody was in such close proximity.
So what you're saying is it does better in heat and not cold, right? Is that what you just said?
That's what I'm seeing. That's what I've heard. I mean, the 2 or 3 people that I've talked to that live in other states, that's cold states, that have dealt with it, they're telling me that they've had a better success of being able to control it because it wasn't hot and it wasn't spread as easy, that it died. Now, how true that is, I don't know. It worked for them.
So basically what you're saying, Daymon, is that everybody needs to move to northern Minnesota where it freezes in the wintertime? That means
No,
you?
hell no. Hell no.
I ain't moving to Minnesota.
The thing about it is, when it here, I don't mind it freezing. Let it get to 25, 30 degrees for 3 or 4 days, and let's get back to the 60s and 70s. Heck with all that being negative 37,000 degrees for 6 months. No, sir.
Hey,
I'll deal with the herpes virus.
You ever wanted to be like Jesus and walk on water? Come up here, I'll make it happen.
No, sir. You see a big enough snake. You see a big enough snake while you're out fishing, you're going to walk on water. I promise you.
They go ice fishing up there.
We sit in ice houses, and the most we catch is a buzz. But
Yeah, no.
But you know, and all we may joke around while we're discussing this, but just so everybody knows that's watching, this is a serious matter. But with anything serious in life, you got to have a little laugh. If you don't, it'll eat you up. We do ask, if you're watching, if you do have questions or comments, you can post them in here. We'll do our best to address it and to ask them and stuff like that. If you
See, Kayla Lester, she made the comment most viruses do die in the cold. They can't handle the cold. You know what I mean? And
well, they don't really die; they stay dormant.
Connie, she said, "Well, we don't worry about snakes." So she's up in northern Colorado. She's more of a Wyoming girl than she is a Colorado girl. She's so damn far up there.
Right. So, but you know, we talk. You know, horses are in jeopardy. But if you guys think about it, in all actuality, there's one really big event coming up. Unless
there's more than one. You're saying one.
But you know what I mean, what I'm getting at, right? The one big one that everybody knows about, right? Is the Wrangler National Finals.
I mean, there's probably 7,000 horses going to be there.
There's gonna be there'll be more than that because there's gonna be 4,000 just at the. And now we're gonna get on that topic here in a minute too, because I'm a little bit peeved on some things on that topic. There's gonna be 4,000 head at South Point for the damn roping.
Yeah. So with the Wrangler National Finals rodeo coming up, obviously there are horses gonna be there. The PRCA that I know of with the state of Nevada and the state of Las Vegas events, they have put stuff in place. But what people don't realize, and we talked about this there at Egg1 Live, is that the NFR is not the only event going on in the Las Vegas metropolitan area during that time.
It's rodeo time, baby.
Hey, the deal is it's the size of a tick what's actually going on in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a microcosm.
It is. There's Junior Patriot going on. There's ropings. The breakaway roping was canceled or postponed or whatever.
I want to touch on that real quick.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch to say on that.
Let it loose, boys. That's why we're here.
I just have one thing on this. Okay, these girls, I'm a big breakaway man. I really am. I love the breakaway. I don't understand it, but I love it. I love going fast, okay? I don't understand why the rope's got to break off the saddle horn, but whatever pleases the women.
Breakaway.
Hey, girls, I'm with y'all. You know, whatever. I don't care. But I love for y'all to go fast. I love the fast watching. Guys, I'm sorry. The barrel racers have it there. Let the breakaway girls in there. Come on. They're a lot faster than barrel racers.
Well, and I am on the same page as you are on this as far as the breakaway goes. Here's my take. I think this is utter bullshit that they took the breakaway out, that they took the bucking horse sale out, and that they took the permit rodeo out. Okay? Here's my problem with that. 2 things, the breakaway roping and the permit race. I mean, the permit show. You took four personnel as far as announcers out. You cut their paycheck out. You took 2 music directors, cut their paycheck out. You took 2 timers and 2 secretaries and everything else that you took out, the personnel that got the privilege of getting to work those shows. You took them out. You took them off the books. They're not getting paid to be there no more. They're now the guys, some of the guys and girls that were there, that was the only reason they were coming to Vegas, is because of that, because of the permit race, the breakaway finals, and the buck and stock sale. That was it. But yet you're going to allow 4,000 other freaking ropers to come in, pile into that building, and if you've ever been at the South Point down to the bottom of it, the ventilation is not very good. So you're going to pile 4,000 head into that building where you were only going to have about 150. It all comes down to money. Money,
Yep.
money, money, money.
You're going to tell me that buck and sell doesn't make no money?
Well, 4,000 ropers drinking beer, whiskey, tequila, and gambling versus 150, 200. Does that see what I'm saying?
No, I
will-
get what you're saying.
I will say the team roping will probably make more money than the buck and stock sell. I mean,
The team roping is going to bring more money than all 3 of those events added together.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
But,
So
okay, can I ask a question real quick?
You bet.
Why can we not get the breakaway girls in the Thomas and Mack and let them go for the same 10 rounds and let them have it? They work their ass off, or I'm sorry, their butt off all year to get to this point where they got to go to Vegas and they run, I think, 5 calves one day, 5 the next, or something like that is what I think.
You want the answer? I'll give you the
really
answer.
do.
Real simple.
I do.
Old men tradition.
Yep.
Time to get the old man out and let's put the girls in there and let them go for the same exact money as the boys are in the barrel racing.
Brother,
They
you're
work
not.
the same time.
We've been preaching this. This is the same fight we've been fighting since they brought the National Finals Breakaway to Vegas in the first place. We've been fighting. If you will go and you'll talk to a bunch of those folks that really want it, I want to see it. Take out the stupid ass concert. Take out some of that pre-show stuff, especially the concert that's 5 minutes long, 10 minutes long, 2 songs. Kick that damn thing out. Let them girls rope. I'm on the same page. But the old white man tradition of the NFR is this way, this way, this way, this way. That's what it is. Until we change some of them older gentlemen that are in there and we get some new blood and some new tradition, we're not going to get the girls in there. They don't want them. Matter of fact, they don't want them.
I'm gonna tell you, to me, and I'm like I said, I love the breakaway just because of the horsepower that's actually there. I love to see the horsepower.
Amen.
They rope really good. Them girls work their butt off to get there. They go to the same rodeos that the barrel racers go to, the steer doggers, the calf ropers, the bull riders. All of them. They all the same exact rodeos for what? 2 nights at Vegas, like at the South Point.
Yep.
Here's
I'm sorry, girls. I'm on your side.
So here's the deal, though. They're not selling that rodeo to any of us.
No.
They're selling it to people that want to be cowboys and cowgirls and go and get 27 different outfits for 10 nights.
I was fixing to say that.
Nothing wrong with that, but they're not selling it to us. We know what rodeo is. They're selling a show.
So do y'all realize the fight that took place when Benji brought in brand new music and started rocking the house?
Yeah.
There is people that have had tickets since it went to Vegas that protest every single night and raise 9 kinds of hell. I've seen the emails that have went to the PRCA office bitching about the music and it's too loud and it's too pyro-y, it's too this. Them old traditional cowboys and cowgirls that are there that have bought tickets for the last 40 years, they were in Oklahoma City and they went with Oklahoma City to Vegas. They are fighting tradition hard and fast. And if we're going to grow We need rocker. We need those kind of folks to rock the house, let Benji and let them boys that are now in there. I'm tickled to see Brad Narducci in there this year. Tickles me to death because it's a change. It's a difference. We don't have the same guy for 30 damn years. Brand new announcer going to the NFR for the very first time this year. Super stoked about that. Yeah. Where I'm so excited to see the changes. Brand new pickup man. Brand new bullfighter going this year. Yes, the two traditionals are still going because they're the greatest there is. But you got a new one going. A brand new funny man that's never made his trip to Vegas. They're making changes, guys. It's just slow.
Yeah. So to go back off what Dennis said about who are we selling the tickets to? That's with every rodeo. We're selling it to the crowd. We're trying to but so let's get on the topic, back on the topic of this herpes deal. So with that being said, we're selling the tickets to the people that are going to Vegas. Okay. If they were, it'd take more than just pulling the switch on it of postponing the NFR and moving it. What people don't look like on the backside of this, okay, that's the NFR and the contract personnel convention and all the other events going on in Vegas is a big revenue stream for the city of Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
They bring in lots of money. If they were to postpone all this stuff and pick a new date, say in middle of January of next year, right? Do you think, honestly, God believe, these people that have bought NFR tickets, have plane tickets, have hotel rooms, or other stuff they spent money on, for these 10 days they're going to be there, are one, going to get the refunds of the money, or two, be able to afford to buy another set of tickets or do it all again for losing that money? So we're not just looking at, yes, they're taking into consideration of the stock, of the equine, of the horses, the contestants, their families. But on the backside of it, they got to look at, okay, is this going to hurt us in the long run revenue wise? Is they're going to, it's going to affect Las Vegas one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that's another thing. People are always saying, well, we got to do this. Why don't they just cancel it? Well, this close to an event, that magnitude.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, you can, but you can't.
Well, here's my theory on it, guys. Vegas got crippled in 2020. Crippled with COVID. They took the next 4 years trying to rebuild. If they go year number 5 and they get crippled again because all this stuff cancels and all this stuff ends, guys, Vegas is going to be hurting bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, Vegas has got money, don't worry. But now let's change. Okay, the herpes deal is a bad deal because it affects so much of what we got going on.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about scheduling. What is the chances that you can reschedule all of this stuff on the same weekend or the same weeks to make it work? There's no way because of how busy Vegas is. You would have to move these different events to different locations around the United States to make this work.
Yeah. Well, not just what Las Vegas has going on, but there's other pro rodeos kicking off in January too. I mean, big bucks, they're in Kansas and Park City, Kansas, there's other events going on. So like you said, it's tough to do. It's not your 1 day or 2 day rodeo that, well, we could, let's pop it here, or whatever, And
you said something a while ago, Ethan, you said move it up to January. What's the biggest rodeo going on in January?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, that was just for example.
You got Denver.
Yeah.
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth's going on. There's some other ones too, but yeah.
I mean, you're talking 21 days, 21 perfs.
Wouldn't that be nice to get into that one, huh?
Well,
you'd be eating Vicks Vapor Rub like it's candy.
So for me personally, I'd like to see it move to Texas. I'd like to see it move to Texas.
It won't ever move.
No. But an old team roper, I like to watch team roping. I don't care who can beat 3-something. I want to see somebody score one out and go make 10 nice runs. That's when you can see who can rope.
You can see that in Las Vegas. You just want it closer to your house so you can drive there.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. I don't.
Shit, I am. It's way closer for me to go to Texas than it is Vegas.
I ain't going to lie. It would be for me, too.
But listen to this. And I don't know. I think 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years ago when they were doing the bidding to have it to where they thought about moving it. Branson was in the running for it. Branson, Missouri, running.
I'll tell you.
NFR.
I will say this. I was just in Vegas for for charity, for the Bucking Bulls. And guys, I don't know. I have never had so much fun than I did in Vegas. Like, I had a blast. You know, I know we had a bull up there, and I mean, it was cool to have a bull there. It was cool to get the jacket. It was cool just to go to all the sales and stuff. But all the stuff in South Point to go have fun, you don't have to leave. You can go eat, have fun over there. You know, eat a hamburger every night and French fries and cold Dr. Pepper. I was living life.
Cold Dr. Pepper,
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm drinking.
fun.
Cold Dr. Pepper.
Me too.
I had so much fun up there, and I understand. Like, Texas, it'd be cool to see it here. I mean, I guess it was here a couple times, I guess, but it'd be kind of hard to leave old Vegas, in my opinion.
Here's the deal. There's no chance of it ever leaving there because there's too damn much money in Vegas. There's too much stuff to do.
In Las Vegas is a city of entertainment.
So let me ask y'all this. Does anybody know exactly how many events go on in Vegas during the NFR?
No, sir. I know it's probably 10 or 11 of them, probably.
Closer to 20.
Really?
Yeah.
You got the bullfights.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Or is
You
the
got-
bullfights?
Yeah, bullfights are because shoot, he's working the NFR this year, announcing the NFR. He usually announces them. Excuse me. You've got the steer wrestling world finals going on in there. The youth 19 and under youth world steer wrestling. You've got 3 different. You got the run for KK. You've got the junior NFR, and you've got the junior Patriot, along with other Patriot events that are going on. You have multiple team ropings. They have a big team roping at the Rio, and a big breakaway roping at the Rio. They have the boy from Muldrow, Oklahoma, Chris Neal. He has his roping going on at Plaza. He has multiple breakaway and calf ropings going on at the Plaza all week. And then you go out to South Point. You got the team roping all week long. You got about 20 different events going on, and about 4 of those are kid events. And that's one thing we hadn't talked about, guys. There's a ton of kid horses that were at Waco. There was a ton of kid horses that were at the Lazy E. So, and there's a lot of those kids that are coming from there into Vegas this year.
Yeah. So let's take that road. Let's curve a little bit out of Vegas. We talked about the NFR and all the events that it could hurt Las Vegas, but think of all the small time producers that had to cancel events, that are losing money, the people that do this for a living, whether it be producing events, announcing, music directing, clowning rodeos, stock contractors, that might just be Bucking Horse stock contractors. It's affected them greatly. Just like there in Eggo and Daymon in your live, we were talking about it with a bunch of other people, and then barrel producers were in there. And that one lady said, just since it started, she's lost out $10,000 in income.
Well, good friend of mine, Seth Roy, which you guys probably know, Seth was at the BFA when it got shut down. So he took a whole week's paycheck and didn't get paid because he left on Tuesday. That deal goes all the way to the following Saturday. So he missed out on quite a bit of money. If something happens and they cancel the all-in race in Vegas because of another big outbreak somewhere, between that and they try to move it, he's going to have to either give up the all-in or give up Perry, Georgia. Well, between those 2 events, he makes about $11,000 in December.
Yeah.
So he's losing out on a whole lot of money. All of them are. Now, you talked about the Bucking Horse stock contractors. How many of them you think are nervous as hell about bringing stuff across lines?
Well, yeah.
How much money they fixing to have to spend to get a permit, to get a health cert 7 days out?
A lot. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and
You think Benny Butler's nervous?
Well,
especially them guys, especially after the tragedy that hit them earlier. You know, losing all them bucking
Mhm.
horses. You know,
You bet.
and then the insurance, that insurance deal that I understand is pretty squirrely.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's black and white. They've made it black and white. If they're with this being the way it is, if you purposely take your horse off your place and you have not followed the mandates and you've not followed the rules and you've not got a temperature for 14 days and not followed it and your horse gets sick and dies, you ain't covered.
Yep.
They've made it very black and white. I've talked to 3 of them. They've made it very black and white for people. Don't travel or we ain't covering your horse because it's in the contract.
Yeah, and that's the sad part, you know, and that's why I keep referring it back to being it as the COVID of the equine world. It's causing us to stay put, to nail down, you know, and I don't know, and we don't know what the future holds for, you know.
But
Yeah.
What is it?
Go ahead, Garrett.
But it's like, like them stock contractors, man, it would be like me, especially if we had like a big event. Like, you can't pass a show up because there's another 4 guys behind you that want it.
Yeah.
I mean, like me, I'm sitting there, scratching and clawing just to pick something up or go into, talk to guys where they just let me in. So I understand, like, them stock contractors, like, man, they can't say, hey, no, we ain't bringing them.
Yeah.
Because that guy that will bring them, he'll get the contract next year, or something like that. I mean, that's kind of how I see that. They got to go. I mean, their hands
They got to go,
but
so I guess my theory on that is the whoever is doing the hiring has got to understand that they've got to shut it down. I mean, they've got to, the producer itself that has done the hiring has got to shut it down. Stock contractor is going to go. I'm like you, Garrett. They're going to go. But the producer, the person that putting that event on has got to say, well, wait a minute. We got to look out for, that's like, I just went blank on a rodeo that they shut down, right? It was the San Antonio qualifier.
Yes, sir.
They shut it down in the middle of it. They come in, they were fixing to rope calves. They said, no, we're done. Pack your stuff. Oh, by the way, you can't leave the state of Texas for 12 days.
Right.
So there are still people that are trapped in Texas that are going on the backside of this quarantine that are finally getting to leave the state of Texas and go back home to Minnesota, Illinois, Wyoming, wherever they're going to.
And I'm glad you brought that up because people think, well, it was caught down here and da. Well, people don't realize it. There were horses all in the United States and Canada at them events.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just here in America. It's to my neighbors right across the border, right north of me. It's up there as well. Well, not that I know of, not technically up there, but they haven't found a case. But we talked about different things. We talked about like the bucking horse sale and the bull sale, and then Steve Smith does this futurity of horses down there as well. But luckily, they're able to ramify that, and they're just going to do a showroom sale and use performance videos for that. So, I mean, you can still bid. You can go to the showroom. I think the doors open at 9. Yep. Doors open at 9. Benny put on the doors open at 9. Bar opens at 9. So you can still go to the South Point showroom and still buy stock, but it's just not going to be the same. The PRCA did say potential dates and location for the NFBR and the permit challenge. They're being looked at for new dates for that. But
so I got a question. What do we do? What do we do to not? I'm not saying going to like stop this and everything, but what do you do? What's the answer of trying to figure out where this doesn't happen again?
Keep your horses at home.
It's always, here's the deal, guys. There's always going to be some type of outbreak of some form or fashion.
Yes.
The thing about it is we get so lax. Don't share buckets. Don't sterilize your
sir.
stuff. You know how many people like were back and forth between Ada, Oklahoma, and back and forth between, there was so many other events going on. There was people leaving Waco going to other events, other breakaway ropings, other team ropings, other calf ropings, other barrel races. They
Yes,
were
sir.
bouncing out and going so many different directions and then coming back and then going back out and then going back out. When was the last time you sprayed your trailer down, Garrett?
I'll be honest with you. The last time I washed it's probably 6-8 months ago.
Okay. I can't remember the last time I washed mine. A year and a half.
No.
And the only reason is we had to. I think we had to. Forgot what we had to do, but we hauled something that shouldn't have been hauled, or kind of got down. I don't even know what happened, but we had to.
Yeah.
We washed her out.
But 6-8 months ago, I know for a fact of 3 horses right now that were in Waco, hauled to their house, went to another barrel race or another rodeo, loaded colts in the same trailer that they were just leaving Waco in. They didn't have no clue. But guess what they're doing? They're staying at the house, and they went in and they done everything to their trailer now. But we get so lax, guys. It's our fault.
It is.
Oh yeah.
It's our fault. We can't blame nobody else. Our laziness in the barn, in our trailers, in our rigs. My house is a mess. My house is got clothes scattered all over the damn thing. Whose fault is it? It's mine. I can't blame nobody else. If I'd get my ass up and clean my house would be clean. But I didn't. And so I think we got to take our own responsibility on this. And everybody's wanting to blame. Take your own damn responsibility.
Yeah.
Take responsibility for the things in your house. Keep your stuff clean. Keep your stuff. If everything you got sanitized, if you sanitize it the instant you leave that show, guess what? You ain't carrying nothing home with you.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Take care of your own business.
And along that lines, this sanitizing and cleaning just don't pertain to people that have livestock that are there. Your judges that are there, us contract personnel. I mean, Dennis, look at you. For instance, when you're at a rodeo, where's your barrel at? Where's all your stuff at? When I run sound equipment, I run speakers and I run cords. Yeah, I try to get it so they're not in contact or get stepped on or whatever. But you set stuff outside your trailer as you're doing stuff, and someone might ride up on a horse, and the horse might sneeze or do something, or what. It's not just the people with animal athletes; it's everybody.
Oh yeah.
like Daymon said. So, Daymon, that Kayla Lester that's in the comments. If
He called me Denny. Who the hell's Denny?
No, that's Dennis's wife.
Oh,
Dennis, clean your house.
But I was gonna say, a clown barrel's one of the worst things for people to touch. You roll it up there for the bull riding, so you don't have to go out to your car, or before the bull riding, so you don't have to go out to your truck or your trailer. People were putting trash in it, sitting in it, standing on it, or it's like, okay, guys, do I come to your house and I don't know, take something out of your house or something, or go throw trash in your house? I mean,
I'm not saying that I've never sat in one before. I just want to see if I would fit.
no, and I don't have a problem if you come ask me.
If you're ever at a rodeo where Rich or Atlee and I are working together, make sure you lock your barrel up at night. It will go missing.
Yeah, but I mean, you see what I'm saying? A clown barrel is one of the worst things.
Exactly. Yeah, but well, go ahead, Daymon.
oh no, I'm good. I'm just sitting and watching.
Okay.
I spouted off enough, I think.
I mean, this is a topic that this could go ongoing and could be brought up many and many and many times. I just do want to say this. Well, does anybody have final thoughts on this equine outbreak before we move to the next segment?
Well, I guess keep your horses at home. That's all I can say. I don't know. I mean,
I can say this: it's going to be a damn ghost town in Vegas.
Right. Dennis, do you have a final thought on this?
I think that I heard something earlier today that supposedly a bunch of these girls in the barrel racing, they're going to be riding different horses and stuff. And I just skimmed over it, and she was like, "Oh, it's going to be, you're going to see who real cowgirls are and everything like that." And
Can I ask something before we
Yeah.
leave this topic? So, what is the rule? And I hope someone in here can answer this. What is the rule? Say this quarantine thing happens, and we can't move a horse across till, let's say, the fifth go around. The horse can leave around the fourth go around to head up there and get there around the sixth go around or something like that. Okay, what can that horse do that, or does it have to be in place?
Yeah, because they're changing up some things, guys. They're kind of relaxing some of that a little bit. When this first broke and this first hit, if you were in one of 5 places, Oklahoma, if you were at the Lazy E, you were at Waco, you were at a couple of the other 3 places, mainly barrel racers. If you were in one of those 5 places, you weren't going to be able to bring your horse to the NFR. So that would have affected Cassie Mowry. That would have affected Adios Pantalones. That would have affected several of them. Okay. So I think they've kind of backed off on that a little bit. I think they've kind of said, okay, if your horse is clean and clear for X amount of days, and there brings a whole other topic on people vacating their respected areas and going to Arizona and other places, Nevada, and disappearing early, but that's beside the point, neither here nor there. But I think they've kind of relaxed on some of that. As long as you have a 7-day Coggins, I think they're letting most of the NFR contestants in. Now, I did just see that the All-In is requiring the exact same thing that the NFR is requiring. The Junior Patriot is requiring the exact same thing as well. You have to have a Coggins and a health cert within 7 days of entering Las Vegas. If you're in Wickenburg, if you're in Arizona, and there is an outbreak in the next couple days, there's a lot of people going to be stuck in Arizona. Just going to say.
It's 5, isn't it, Daymon? I thought they moved it to 5 days.
7. They just I seen a post today with 7.
Oh, okay.
Now, they could. That was the post that I just read on the All-In, and the post I just seen on the NFR was 7. Okay. And the Patriot, I did see those 3 it was 7 days.
I talked to a vet the other day, and she, they were worried, and they have every right to be. And she's got some inside info and everything like that, and she's saying 40% of the horses could be affected, is what they're thinking. Boys, that's a lot of horses. That's a lot of horses.
Vegas is a big town, but it's not that damn big.
No.
So I guess my final.
I tell you what, the horse market, get ready, because there's going to be some expensive horses.
Well, what are you going to? It's the same thing. You brought this up earlier, Garrett. What about screwworm or whatever it's called?
Yeah, that's a new whole deal. Like, guys, we could have another topic on that, but at the bottom of the end of it, how I'm looking at it, you better be ready when it gets here, because when it gets here, you better have medicine waiting here, because they don't have like the old medicine, what the old people used to say. They don't have that. I hear some stuff that will kind of not really help it, but it will prevent it, kind of. It's just a preventative, and it probably still won't happen. You know what I mean? But it's a preventative. Have it maybe. I don't know how that's all going to really work out till it gets here. But I tell you, for the South Texas people and just the Texas people alone, Oklahoma, I see that happening. I see Kansas. I see some of these big cattle people. It's not a good thing. And where the cattle is right now, how things are going, this thing might just get really wild in the agricultural life, because there's nobody behind us. There's no little kids coming up behind us like there was whenever I was growing up. There was a couple, like in my area. You look at it now and it's like, oh boys, who's behind us? No, all we want to do, and I'm going to say my generation, I'm going to be the one to to be the bad news bearer. Hey, our parents died. Guess what? We can get, $1 million, $1.5 million, sell their land, and we can go to the beach and live up a good old life.
Yeah, I always think about that too. Like, getting into this lifestyle, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love what I do to make a living. I love the traveling. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at Damon and I. We both we know a movie star. He was just here, Sean Maher, at a Timberlake, South Dakota. If you guys have ever watched the new Twister movie, he's the announcer at the rodeo. I mean, he thinks his head's a lot bigger than it actually is. If you don't believe me, you can just go ask Donnie Landis from Idaho, the rodeo clown. But yeah, I mean, just the people you meet from the different walks of life.
I got to meet Snoop Dogg.
I always tell people I get paid to go on vacation, and I'm on a new vacation every week because I'm always somewhere else. And
That's because your ass don't work.
I'm just like you. I've made a lot of good lifelong friends, and a lot of people that help me out with what I do and give me pointers and criticism and stuff like that. And when I first started, a person's kind of nervous. You don't know how of a job you're doing. I mean, you get people that tell you, and stuff like that. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. The three people in this line with me right now are some of the greatest friends I'll have for life. Garrett and I talk on the phone a lot. Dennis and I talk. Well, Damon and I used to talk quite a bit on the phone, but it was more on TikTok Live now than anything because we're both busy.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Sean's down there laughing. I do know that if you ever travel with Sean Maher, make sure your back seat's cleaned out and you have a pillow because he will go to sleep. He likes to sleep a lot.
Well, you know what? Kayla did bring up a good point, not just because it's my wife and stuff, but maybe making biosecurity and stuff stricter on these tests and everything, because you can go and get a Coggins test and not show that they don't have Coggins and they leave 5 minutes from the vet, they can have it.
Well, and I heard that they are going to do temperatures out there, is what I heard. They're going to have vets on site.
Well, yeah.
What I heard.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're going to be checking, guys. They're going to be. Here's the deal. Okay, let me ask you this: we're wound up about it right now.
Yes.
What are we going to do in 6 months?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The only reason that we're wound up about it is because of 10 days of Cowboy Town.
Well, I agree with that too. Yes. It did come at any time is a bad time, but for our living that we do and everything, this is a really bad time.
I mean, I think I have one show at the end of the month of December, and I was doing sound, but now I found I'm announcing the Badlands Professional Bull Ridings finals. So I mean, luckily that's just the bull ride, So I mean, the event's still going on. But if this deal was to mutate, I mean, it really could wreck our world.
Well,
worse than it is now.
January's IPRA finals. Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Coming up, Oklahoma City at the E.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know what you do. You've got so many things you have to do if you have chickens and stuff like that. You got to shower in, shower out. You can't be around other chickens and stuff like that. Guys, last year they killed millions of chickens around my house for AI, and they wiped out a whole farm worth of eggs, and that's holy shit. Everybody was freaking out and stuff.
So you're the reason why the price of eggs in the store went way up.
Oh, no. I'm not in that anymore.
That's what I'm kind of really scared about, looking at all this stuff that has went down in the agriculture world. I'm not saying I'm one of them people that believe in all this stuff and really kind of get down in it, but if they do wipe out our agricultural world, guys, this country, a lot of people bust their butts to feed America. Farmers, ranchers. I mean, we're talking poultry farmers. We're talking all of y'all. I mean, thank y'all for everything y'all do, because y'all
You're
are
welcome.
feeding this world.
So I told Ethan this the other day. I was in Indianapolis, Indiana for the FFA convention, and I saw a shirt that said, "Thank the 2% that feeds the 100%." I think it was something like that. I can't remember.
And it is hard. It is really hard, because I am one of them. But I tell you what, the stuff we have to do to feed this country. There's things you don't want to know what we do. You know what I mean? Like, we day and night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm just really worried. I mean, all this stuff that's broken out. If they can make AIDS, or if they didn't make them, however it got here, whatever. If you can, let's just say that you can put AIDS on your hand, or there's herpes, AIDS, whatever. I'm sorry, whatever.
You're fine.
You can put them on your hand. If they are made, you can go over there and just put it through people's water. Like, wow. I mean, that's what scares me the most.
Yeah.
Attack on the farmers, the ranchers, the horsemen, the cattle people. I mean, everything. I mean, everybody. Attack on us. It would devastate us.
It would. But well,
Because
go ahead, Damon. Oh, so I guess I got one last thing I want to say before we moved on. I mean, tonight was supposed to be our Thanksgiving edition of the podcast, with Thanksgiving coming up, but we felt this was something that needed to happen. And the beginning of it, I guess my last thought on this is, I've always figured a herpes outbreak at a barrel race was pretty standard stuff. It's only a big deal when it's a horse.
Easy now.
I always say that because Daymon partakes in a lot of barrel racing.
bull riders, y'all did not do it this time. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Good job, guys.
Y'all were free and clear for once in y'all's damn lives. Y'all were free and clear.
Y'all made us proud, bull riders.
Round of applause.
Well, wait a minute. Here's the deal. They may have brought it to one of my barrel racers and then spread it.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I don't know about that one.
bull riders, I'm proud of y'all for once.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, it was great having this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're glad y'all I hope y'all liked episode 15.
Yeah.
The last final one. Oh man.
What a swan song.
So yeah, we thank Garrett, we thank Daymon for joining us.
You bet.
You guys are welcome to stay around for the rest of the show and stay in the live and talk with us. But we're getting to the time of the year where you have to break out your stretchy pants for one day, and that is.
Have you looked at me lately? I wear my stretchy pants every day. I wear Wrangler stretchy pants.
Daymon, do I got to bring that picture of you up wearing a costume one time on TikTok Live?
Buddy, if it'll give me more followers, I'm damn game.
Oh man,
It ain't so bad. It ain't so bad.
But Thanksgiving is coming up. It is on this Thursday here in America. It's the one time if you're on a diet, you're safe to cheat. You can stuff your belly full, go back for 5 helpings in a row, and even Oprah Winfrey can't say nothing about it. So yeah. So last year we gave you guys the do's and don'ts of Thanksgiving. This year we're going to kind of give you tips and tricks on how to cook your turkey. Daymon, how do you guys cook a turkey?
Deep fry that baby.
Heck yeah, Garrett, what about you guys?
Oh, baby. Let me tell you what, we don't eat turkey where I come from. We raise beef around here. We cook us a nice fine steak. We have to work them. I'll tell you what, you like to eat them. I'll tell you.
Hey, here you go, buddy.
Oh, Dennis, how do you guys
But
cook your turkey?
In the microwave.
Yeah, so we laugh about cooking turkeys in the microwave, but Dennis and I did our culinary research on this. We spent extensive hours in the culinary lab of the Rodeo Misfits podcast, aka Google. Um,
We fry it.
I'm doing mine on the smoker,
Hold on.
but
I've got a guest.
oh, is it G?
Yeah.
But you can cook your turkey in a microwave. Um, it's best if it's smaller turkey, 12 to 14 pounds, and it requires careful preparation for even cooking. Hi, G. How's it going? Good. That's
Okay.
good.
Okay. We're almost done. Well, you said hi.
Dennis lost his seat. We have a new co-host.
It's definitely better looking.
Tell Daddy.
whoa!
Tell Daddy you'll get us some chocolate milk.
Uh-oh.
This is where the child takeover happens of Dennis's household. But
Georgia
you
Lily.
must microwave safe. You must use a microwave safe cooking bag. Cook at 50% power for approximately 9 to 10 minutes per pound. Use a meat thermometer to ensure the thickness part of the thigh reaches 165. They say it's really good to rotate the turkey periodically for cooking. Let it rest for 20 minutes before carving. So, it sucks all them juices back in. It's not recommended to microwave a stuffed turkey because the stuffing may not reach safe temperature. Who in their I'm sorry, but the picture they have on here of a microwave turkey does not look appetizing. I think we lost Dennis for a while, but
Hey, the last time I cooked turkey, I opened the package, a little package about this big, opened it up, put it on a piece of bread, and cooked it that way.
yeah, yeah. So we're doing I'm smoking a turkey with thing. I'm gonna spatchcock it and then inject it and rub it and throw it on the Traeger and let it cook. We're celebrating Thanksgiving on Friday this year. My sister and her husband are going to his side Thursday, so
I am not cooking it in the microwave, by the way. I was just saying.
You just got told? That's why you went on mute?
No, I'm getting a little girl out of here.
All right, guys. Hey, y'all be good. I'm going to bail out of here.
Hey, Daymon, thanks for joining us, buddy, and have safe
bet.
travels when you leave for Las Vegas.
Thank y'all for having me.
See ya. So,
What was the wildest thing we've ever had happen on Thanksgiving?
yeah. So the 14 people that are here watching, comment below. What is the wildest thing that you've ever happened at your family Thanksgiving? I'll give you guys a couple moments. I gotta grab a bottle of water quick. I mean, it could be anything. Did it happen at your house or?
I don't know of anything.
Yeah.
All Thanksgiving. I mean, I guess in the deer stand hunting. That's about
Right.
it.
Nothing's really wild has ever happened.
No, I can think of either.
I mean, Grandma didn't get drunk,
Well, it's Christmas time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I do know, in fact, one year my mom forgot to put the bananas in banana cream pie.
How's that?
I don't know. I don't know.
How's that happen? I mean,
I don't know. And we do say that if you guys do travel for this holiday, we ask you guys make sure you guys leave plenty of time. Up here in the North Country, they are talking. We are in a winter blizzard warning and watch. Well, we're not. It just so happened that it comes from North Dakota and does one of these. It goes back up around us, but I'll make sure you guys plan extra time to travel. Oh, what's this? Not wild. Dennis left the turkey out all night long in the sink. Oh, I got mine out in the garage on the counter. I gotta go put that in the fridge. Glad she brought that up. So I guess that's only the tips and tricks of cooking a turkey that I have. If you do it in the microwave, make sure you guys keep it moist, season it. If you do it on the smoker, send us pictures of your turkey.
Yeah.
We'll take that. We'll take your pictures of turkey. We'll live vicariously through you.
Or your beef.
Or your beef if you're having beef. For the beef people out there. A little fun tip, a little funny of the day. So Cowpuncher Coffee is our premier sponsor of the podcast. So if you guys want to check out a good line of coffee, check out cowpunchercoffee.com. That's Mr. Jim and Miss Tricia. They're based out of Texas. They have all sorts of coffee on their website. You can get whole coffee beans, grounds. You can get K-pods, stuff like that. They have mugs and whatever else. And you might be able to find it in a local store near you. We do have Rodeo Misfit merchandise that we are getting ready to put up online, stuff like that. Dennis, do you have something?
Oh, I was going to say, if you're looking for Cowpuncher Coffee also, or your local FFA chapter.
Boom.
They sell
Or your
it.
local.
Yep.
All of them do?
Huh?
All FFA chapters?
No, not all. Just
You can ask them.
you can ask them.
Any idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ask your local FFA chapter.
Yeah.
We do have merchandise. We're in the midst of getting it rounded up. Dennis kind of forgot how to mail packages. He found out he can't put his address on both spots. But
Like to see it on my link. You should see that.
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
but
Your turn.
Wasn't going to bring that up.
You need me to mail it this week?
Yeah, you need to remail it.
Dennis called me today. I've been waiting on this package of our swag. See you, Garrett. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Dennis sent me some of our merchandise a week ago, Saturday, and I've been every day like a little kid waiting for the mailman to pull up and waiting for it. So I found out today. Dennis called me here. He put his address down underneath my name instead of hit my address, and he got it back a week later. So once again, a little recap of tonight. You're welcome, buddy. Love you. Dennis told me about it. I was laughing. He goes, dude, it's not funny. I said, you're right. It's not. It's hilarious. But
It's okay.
oh no, you're good, Garrett. We're just about done anyways. What about coffee? Cowpuncher Coffee. Check with your local FFA group. I know Jim and Tricia are going to try setting it up to try helping fundraise for FFA groups, stuff like that. To be able to sell it and whatever else. So recap of the night. Weston Gregor, that little kid that is looking for a heart transplant, is currently in the University of Minnesota Children's Hospital. I did get the link. It is pinned to our Rodeo Misfits Facebook page at the top. If you go to our profile and click on it, it is supportnow.org. If you just click on that link, it will take you right to the Support the Gregor family. And they give the daily updates. If it's not daily, it's every couple days. It lays out the whole thing about Weston and all his stuff. And we will try to keep you guys up to date on it as well when I find stuff out. And once the benefit comes up and running, and we find out more about that, we'll let you guys know as well. We'll post that online on our social media, on Facebook and TikTok, and our YouTube page that we're still working on, along with our website. Dennis, I see you have a flyer. You want to touch on that?
It's the Cowpuncher Coffee deal for FFA.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Back up a little bit, dude.
Yeah, so it is out of the box fundraiser. So Cowpuncher Coffee. We've been doing this podcast now for a little over a year, and Trish and Jim have been really good to Dennis and I. There's stuff in the works, and they're always on board for whatever. Dennis and I mainly Dennis comes up with these random ideas, and he'll call people and ask them about it. Then he'll inform me of it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, whatever, It's just what it is. It's kind of partnership Dennis and I have in this deal. And I'm the tech guy that does all the tech stuff. Dennis is like more of our public relations guy with our sponsors.
Okay.
I'm
We're
sure
screwed.
I'm sure his wife helps him out quite a bit on stuff. So.
Oh, she does everything. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't doubt it. His wife is pretty amazing. So, whether Dennis says it or not, but we did talk about the herpes outbreak in the equine world and what it's going to, how it affects a lot of stuff. Our thoughts and opinions. Once again, just like I said beforehand, that is our personal opinions on it. That is not tied to the PRCA, the IPRA, or any organization or association or anything like that. That is the 4 people that were in this lab. That is our own personal opinions on it, and that's the disclaimer. If you're gonna bash anybody on Facebook, bash me. Don't bash the 2 guests that we had. You can bash Dennis. You can private message us. We'll tell you where to go. But
I'd love for it.
I do too. So let's just like rodeo. You know, we go to a rodeo, like they said. You know, when Benji came into the NFR, he brought rock and roll in, and that's every rodeo you go to. And it doesn't matter where I go. I get these messages from people. It's either on my private page or my professional rodeo page, on my business page. It don't matter where I go. There's always that one person. I always tell people, if I can end the show and 75% to 80% of that crowd is happy with the job I've done, I did it something right.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what I agree. I agree with you 100%. You know,
yeah.
Somebody's having a bad day and they come to a rodeo and pay $20 and they're laughing by the time they leave, and they forgot why they had a bad day. I've done my job. And if I wear makeup and dress up, what are you going to say to me that I probably have not already heard from some old lady in Bentonville when I was buying makeup?
Right. Well, just don't do it when you buy your wife underwear at the same time. Then we start questioning. But Dennis, final thoughts on anything that you want to touch on tonight? Comments, concerns?
Happy Thanksgiving. Everybody be safe. Enjoy your time with your family. Thanks for everybody that come in and watched and that will listen. Thanks, guys. Seriously, we appreciate it, and be looking for the merch and stuff on the website and everything that Ethan's doing. It is getting to him. Just I don't mail a lot of stuff, apparently. Thanks to our guy, our guests that come in, Garrett and Daymon. Garrett, if you want to send me some steaks, if you're listening to this, I'm always open. I like steaks too. Was in the poultry business for 19 years. Good steak's a good steak. Yeah, check out our page. Give us a listen, and thanks a lot, guys, and happy Thanksgiving, and we appreciate it.
I am going to mention one other thing. I'm glad you brought that up. So you talked about Garrett sending you steaks. I'm just going to do this because he's been on the show a couple times. The first time he was on, we brought him in just on a limb.
Yeah,
he was out doing chores. But so Garrett and his family run and operate P3 Ranch out of Jordanton, Texas. Welcome to the P3 Ranch. If you look them up, go to www.p3ranch.com. The letter P, number 3ranch.com. It'll take you to their homepage. It has their story, it has shop. Now you can go on and order ranch raised beef right from their ranch, or get in contact with them. So see, they're still trying to set up their shop, but get in contact with them and place an order. They ship it. They ship it everywhere, and stuff like that. You can do gift certificates to them as well. So once again, like Dennis said, thanks to Garrett and thanks to Daymon for joining us tonight. It's awesome to have guests like that on. We have a roundtable discussion, and it's not the only roundtable we're going to have. We're going to have more topics come up, stuff like that, on the different events or whatever. I mean, NFR is coming up. Look for us to be live. We haven't decided yet if we're going to do it on TikTok. We're going to be on Facebook when we do it. I think we'll probably be on TikTok. That's the platform Dennis and I are used to using. But we do download the recording, and it is uploaded. to our Podbean account, which is distributed from there within like 20 minutes to a half hour to all the streaming platforms that you can find all your podcasts on. Excuse me. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll go ahead.
I got to sneeze. I'm trying not
Oh.
to sneeze.
So 10 days of the NFR coming up. We're gonna try to do an episode every night like we did last year. We really had fun of it. We talked about round one, the night of round one. Night number two, we talked about what happened in round one, what was coming up in round two, stuff like that. Give you our opinions and who we're rooting for and stuff like that. So watch the 10 rounds of the NFR editions coming up. We do one every night. Every Monday night. We try to do it at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're usually on TikTok, which you can go on TikTok via the app and search Rodeo Misfits podcast and find us there and drop us a follow there. Drop us a follow us here on Facebook. If you have comments, questions, concerns at any time, you're more than welcome to message us either on this Facebook page or email address attached to it. I'm going to forewarn you, I'm really bad about checking emails. Usually on episodes, we don't have guests on. We usually do a giveaway of some stuff. We give away caps, patches, T-shirts, stuff like that of just different things that we have and from different places we've been. Thanksgiving's coming up, you guys. Have a good Thanksgiving. Be safe and have a happy time with family.
Send us your pictures of turkeys.
Yeah,
Send us,
post on.
you know what? Just post. Send us a picture of you and your family, or you and your food, or your spread, or whatever.
Or you and your fat pants, and then
I'm in my fat pants now.
Post on Facebook and tag Rodeo Misfits podcast in it. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do this. Whoever tags us in their Thanksgiving post, we'll put their names in a hat and we'll draw for a prize of some sort. Okay. So once again, thanks everybody joining. I believe we had like 25 or 28 people in here tonight watching. Thanks again. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. God bless. And remember, we just don't love you. Everybody loves you. Good night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.